The man who was number 1 in the list as the richest person came down to 10 in just 2 years' time. And then 30 in another 3 years' time. 5 years later, he is not even in the list. And this is causing misery. Same with fame. You get one talent, and little later another talent will come. And if you are hanging on to this fame, money, position, company, relationship, they can all cause you misery. This doesn't mean you should not have them. You just know this. An intelligent person recognizes these are all cause of misery. Sarvamevam dukkham vivekina.
Heyam dukkham anagatam. So the misery which is yet to come should be avoided.
Yeah, it's very clear. The purpose of yoga, the purpose of spirituality is to stop the misery which is about to come before they come.
Drishtru drishyayoh sanyogo heyahetuh. The main cause of pain is forgetting that oneself is separate from the scenery.
Yeah. The forgetfulness of me being separate from this is the cause of misery. Being a manager is a role. And you think you are the manager, that's a cause of misery. You played a role of a manager, and that role may disappear anytime. When you identify yourself with that, that is misery. You identify yourself with your qualification. Oh, I am tech guy, I am MBA, I am this, I am that, I am doctor, I am MD. My dear, MD is only a role. That is not you. This identification, even with your goodness, I am very good. Many people become miserable thinking they are very good. When you think you are very good, you find others are not good. So when others are not good, you are very good. This is the formula for anger and hatred to spring up. Self-pity is the worst thing. People who pity themselves are ready to hate others. They have prepared themselves to hate others. This is the formula. You think, oh, I'm so good, I'm so dedicated, I'm so efficient, I'm so this and that, and others are not so. Now, you have begun the journey towards misery. Nobody is the cause of your misery. Your own identification is the cause of your misery. There is a beautiful proverb in Sanskrit. It says, Kashtasya sukasya nakopi data. There is no giver of misery or happiness. It is your own making. So self-pity should be done with. And you think you are so good, then you fail to recognize your shortcomings. When you fail to see your shortcomings, there is no way for your growth. You are shut. There is a shutdown in your brain, in your evolution, I tell you. That gives rise to arrogance. That gives rise to arrogance. And you become incommunicable. The self-righteous people are very hard to communicate. They are not ready to see. And they don't even accept that they are not ready to see. They don't even accept that they are incommunicable.
Sukha Anushayi Raga,
prakasha, kriya, sthiti, shilam, bhutendriyatmakam, bhogapavartham, drishyam. The scenery exhibits three characteristics: luminosity, activity, and inertia. Their nature is of the five elements and senses, and they are meant for experience and liberation.
Yeah. See, then what is the purpose? Does it mean that you have to run away from the scenery? No, scenery has a purpose. What is scenery? Scenery includes the five elements and our own senses. Bhutendriyatmakam. Not only bhuta, not only indriya. Indriya means our senses included in it. What are they for? They are for enjoyment and they are for liberation, both. For experience and liberation. Any experience, if you hold on to it, becomes the cause of misery and you want to be liberated from that. And what are the nature of scenery? It appears. Prakasha means it exists, it appears, it appeals to you. And there is activity in it. And also it rests, there is inertia. In nature you see, there is a balance. Even in the North or South Pole, when the daylight is 24 hours during summer, in the winter it compensates exactly same amount of time in darkness, in night. World over, this is the principle. When the day is longer, night will also be longer at a different time. Near the equator, in these regions like a tropical country, day and night are equal. All the time, throughout. So, prakasha, sthiti.
Prakasha, kriya, sthiti.
Prakasha, kriya, sthiti. This is the nature of the scenery. Your senses are attracted by its objects, but it is only for some time. It cannot never be forever. You look like a good scenery, and that good scenery is appealing to you, appears to be good only for a short period of time. Prakasha, that is you feel it. But then it gets into inertia also. There is appeal, activity and inertia among the senses and objects of senses. Isn't that so? Isn't that our experience? Taste, for example, you look at apple pie and it is appealing to you, and then you eat it. And how much can you eat? 1, 2, 3. The fourth one you want to run away. Correct? You cannot eat anymore. Same with sex. Appealing, but then how much can you have it? You move away from this. Inertia dawns. So, the purpose of scenery is prakasha, kriya, sthiti. The purpose of the scenery is bhogapavartham, for experience and for liberation. You need to get away from them, and the prakriti does it to you naturally. It naturally does to you. You get despised by it at some time. If it doesn't, then you are not mentally sane. If you are stuck to any of it, it is the cause of misery. So the drishya, the scenery, the world has its purpose. It's for your experience and